Part 11. Wow. Long time. It's Christian, and I promise this will be the last video in this series, okay? So I understand it took me a long time to get through this. So if you're still here, if you're still watching, thank you so much for watching, all right? In this video, I'm just going to give a general conclusion about this video and talk about the point of the series and just give a general, just some final thoughts moving forward, okay? So, in the previous 10 videos, holy cow, I talked about 7 red flags that hurt an influencer's credibility regarding nutrition. These 7 red flags include, number 1, no credentials regarding nutrition. Number 2, demonizing healthy food. Number 3, criticizing processed food with no context or nuance. Number 4, demonizing protein supplementation as being unhealthy. Number 5, a don't eat this at all kind of attitude, also known as a all or nothing attitude regarding food. Red flag number 6 is claiming that diet can fix a problem when diet can't fix that problem. And number 7 is a history of lying or hypocrisy. As I established in the video before, all right, 5 of the 7 red flags apply to Paul Saladino. Accordingly, Paul is not credible when it comes to nutrition. All 7 red flags apply to Eddie Abbew, which means that Eddie is not credible when it comes to nutrition. Finally, at least 5 out of 7, and I would argue 6 out of 7, apply to Mario, which means that Mario is not credible when it comes to nutrition. Okay, a lot of you viewers are probably saying to yourself, okay, fine. Paul Saladino, Eddie Abbew, Mario Rios, they're not credible when it comes to nutrition. Who cares? Why is this relevant? It's relevant for 2 main reasons. Their bad nutritional advice has real consequences. Many people, which includes millions of people, by the way, will follow their advice and suffer negative health outcomes as a result. As I talked about earlier in the series, all right, protein supplementation is beneficial to cancer patients. It helps them recover better from chemotherapy. So think of it like this. Let's suppose that somebody's grandma is going through chemotherapy because she has cancer, all right? Let's say there's a youngster in the family, okay, who watches, say, Paul Saladino, Eddie Abbew, Mario Rios, whoever. They hear one of these influencers say that protein powder is not safe. So this viewer tells his or her family to not give protein supplementation to the grandma. So grandma is not getting protein supplementation, so grandma is not going to recover as well from chemo. What if the grandma doesn't recover? What if the grandma dies? What if the grandma, say, suffers worse effects? The grandma probably would have lived had she gotten protein supplementation. But because the family decided not to give protein supplementation, the grandma dies. That's bad. Well, that could happen if somebody uncritically listens to Mario, Paul, or Eddie. All right? So that's a drastic case, I understand, but that could happen. In extreme cases, people can die from bad nutritional information. Let me give you another example. Let's suppose that there's a guy who's overweight. He's trying to lose weight, and he's eating a lot of fruit. Non-berry fruit, more specifically. He's eating apples, bananas, oranges, grapefruit, and other stuff that's non-berry fruit. All right? He likes to eat non-berry fruit. It fills him up, it's nutritious for him, and it helps him lose weight. However, what if he listens to Eddie Abbew, who says the only fruit that you should eat are berries? Let's suppose that he stops eating non-berry fruit, so he only eats berries, but he ends up getting fatter as a result. Not so much from the berries, but more that he's eating more food to compensate for the lack of non-berry fruit, and he ends up gaining some weight. Well, he got fatter thanks to Eddie Abbew's bad advice. Now, that's not horrific, but still, it is a bad consequence from listening to Eddie. All right? That's not good. Now, let's say there's a supermodel who eats salad all the time, and she likes to eat salad. All right? She likes to eat salad, but now she hears Paul say, don't eat salad, it's unhealthy. So either she's going to continue to eat salad, but get anxious because she's eating food that's supposedly unhealthy, or she's going to ignore Paul, gain a bit of weight, and lose her supermodeling job. Well, she got screwed over by Paul's bad advice. All right? So, I can keep on going, but you get my point. Their bad health advice has real consequences. All right? People, their health and nutrition can suffer from bad advice. So not only that, so that's already bad enough as it is, but Paul, Eddie, and Mario, their misinformation also can lead to eating disorders. All right? There's a content creator called TJ, all right? And TJ has a video called The Real Problem with Eddie Abbew, during which TJ constructively critiques Eddie's nutrition advice. At one point in the video, TJ shows a comment from one of Eddie's viewers. This commenter says that he's literally scared to eat anything in a supermarket thanks to Eddie's don't eat this at all kind of attitude. At this point, Eddie just dismissed the commenter's concerns by saying, don't be silly. That seems a little insensitive, first of all. But what this shows you is that Eddie is legitimately creating eating disorders in some cases. All right? And I don't think it's just Eddie for that matter. All right? Paul and Mario and other, creators are also creating eating disorders with their misinformation. All right? So, what if somebody, say, likes to eat vegetables? Some people do, in fact, like to eat vegetables. And then they hear Paul say, don't eat vegetables. Either the person's going to ignore Paul and say, yeah, whatever. Or, if it's a younger person, more specifically, the person either might listen to Paul, eat less vegetables, and feel like crap, which is bad. Or worse, person might continue to eat vegetables, but have concerns about eating vegetables. Eating disorder? Maybe. So Paul can inadvertently create eating disorders by telling people not to eat vegetables, when in fact, most studies show eating vegetables are healthy. And again, consider this. What if there's somebody who likes to eat protein bars and protein powders, but then they hear Mario say, oh no, it's just heavily processed junk food? What does that person do then? Does the person continue to eat protein bars and feel guilty because of Mario? Or does somebody just avoid them outright, but then feel like crap for not eating them? You see what I mean? So, in that case, Mario is kind of contributing to an eating disorder. So, that's the main reason why I did this video series. All right? I've looked at guys like Mario, Eddie, and Paul, and I'm just tired of them. I'm sick and tired of them lying through their teeth and creating eating disorders and ruining people's health. So I did this video series to kind of refute their misinformation. Now, I just want to finish this series with some closing thoughts. One thing I should point out is that the overwhelming majority of diet influencers are lying to you. I know it's a strong word to use, that they're lying, but it's true, all right? Think of it like this. Professional content creators on YouTube and other social media, professional content creators are not here to help you. They are not here to make you healthy. It is not their job or interest to make you healthy. Their interest, their job is to make money. How do they make money? By getting your views. How do they get your views? They do not get your views by giving you the same correct nutritional advice. They get your views by lying to you. All right? Think of it like this. You've probably heard people say a million times, if you want to eat healthy, you should eat some fruits, eat some vegetables, eat some lean protein source, eat some grains, don't eat too much junk food, and you're good. Now, that's correct, but it's generic because everybody says that. That won't get a lot of views. So these influencers have to lie to you to get your views. All right? So instead of giving you the same correct generic advice, they're going to give you blatant misinformation to get your views. And it's all influencers. Carnivore influencers, vegetarian influencers, vegan influencers, paleo, high carb, low carb, everybody. All right? Virtually the overwhelming majority of online diet influencers are lying to you. The majority of them, okay? Most of them are lying. Now, it sounds like I'm harping on vegetarian, carnivore. I'm not, okay? I believe that a low-fat diet is appropriate for some people. A low-carb diet is appropriate for some people. A keto diet is appropriate for some people. Fasting is appropriate for some people, okay? There is no such thing as a perfect diet. You should find a diet that works for you. But all I'm saying is that the influencers who push these diets usually lie to you. All right? And lying is actually pretty normal on the internet. So if you want to try a diet, as weird as this sounds, don't go to an influencer. Do not listen to an influencer when it comes to diet. Do your own research, all right? The articles that I got them from PubMed. Read PubMed articles. Read blogs. Do that. Do not listen to most influencers. Now, there are a few influencers who I think are honest and legitimate. Sean Nalawani, aka Sean Null, Jeffrey Verity Schofield, Ben Carpenter, their diet information is legit. It's pretty good. And they're not dogmatic about diet, so I recommend listening to them. If you want YouTube videos that are more educational, more academic, then Lane Norton, Mike Israetel, and Gil Carholvo are pretty good sources as well. All right? Lane Norton has his own YouTube channel. Mike Israetel has his own YouTube channel. It's called Renaissance Periodization. And Gil Carholvo has his own channel, which is called Nutrition Made Simple. So if you want more academic, more study, science-based sources of nutritional info, they're all very good. So a few of them are good, but like I said, the majority of them are really bad, so be extremely wary about online influencers when it comes to diet. Most of them are lying to you. All right? Now, there are organizations that can help you if you have an eating disorder, all right? If you have an eating disorder, get help, okay? Some of these organizations that can help you if you have an eating disorder include the Eating Recovery Center, Equip Health, the National Association of Anorexia, Nervosa, and Associated Disorders, and Eating Disorder Hope, to name a few. So if you got an eating disorder, I would strongly recommend that you go to them. And I'll put their links in the description below to help you out. Now, I looked at PubMed, like I said. If you want nutritional info, PubMed is a very good resource. So I'd recommend going to them. Now, when it comes to nutritional info, what's my opinion? Well, it's this. Assuming that you have no allergies or whatever, eat fruit, eat vegetables, eat some lean meat, supplement with protein if needed, and eat small amounts of junk food, you're fine, all right? It's okay to eat junk food, but just don't eat too much of it, all right? Small amounts of junk food, totally fine, just don't overdo it, all right? And create your own diet, okay? Don't feel like you have to follow like a keto diet, carnivore, vegan, vegetarian, whatever. If you want to do those restrictive diets, that's cool, but don't be scared to make your own, all right? Diet is individual. Make your own diet if needed. Finally, if you want to lose weight, here's a little tip for you. Take your body weight, multiply your body weight by 15, and that gives you pretty close to your maintenance calories. Eat less than your maintenance to lose weight, eat more than your maintenance to lose weight, all right? So, ending it here. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. Have a good night. Goodbye.